Hello, homemakers. Welcome to the May leader lesson. The leader lesson this month is on day trips. And I am Sonia Carter. I'm the Family Consumer Science Agent in Hart County, and I'm glad to be with you today. This month, we're focusing on day trips, which can help us on twofold. One, it's to help us have fun. And secondly, it's also to help us enter into the KEHA Cultural Arts Passport Contest. There's lots of information about the passport contest that probably many of you do not know. And so I'm going to start by talking about that. In front of you, you should have a handout about the cultural arts contest. And I want you to realize that the KEHA Cultural Arts and Heritage Passport will be offered on an annual basis. The county that records the most events based on percentage of members will be awarded $100. Club members should submit all completed passports to the County Cultural Arts Chairman by July 1. So it's a little bit late to do it this year unless you wanted to go back and complete the entire passport, or you can make it a goal to start next year on July 1. And, and that's something that you could do as an individual or as a club. It's just something fun to do. The purpose of the passport or the objectives of the passport is to promote cultural arts and heritage, promote and share multicultural experiences, and to develop educational awareness of historic surroundings. So that's something that we want to do as homemakers and just as families and friends, we can all do that together. So, the lesson for today, I'm going to start with talking about what can be offered in all of the 10 county areas. I have completed this video, and on the PowerPoint, it talks about each county. It talks about the local tourism places, and it also talks about local recommendations. So let's get started. The first place we're going to discuss is Allen County. Allen County does have a tourism website, but it's through the chamber website. You will have a copy of this PowerPoint, or you should have a copy in your hand. And this PowerPoint has all the websites on it. And you're free to go back and look at each website on your own. Allen County, you go to the Chamber of Commerce, and it's www.scottsvillekentucky.info/visit Scottsville. And when you get there, you can see that there's tourism attractions right there in the middle, and it will talk to you about different things you can do in Allen County. Some local recommendations is Douglas Park. Douglas Park is a 320-acre park in Allen County, and they have amphitheaters, and that's where they have the farmers market and Civil War heritage. And they have so much to do there. There has an events page, and you can look at the events page on the park website. They bill themselves as one of a kind rural heritage park. There are some historic sites on land, and that's something you could go visit and record that in your passport. They also talk about making maybe the Amish country. You can just make a short drive out Highway 100, and it leads you to the Amish community where you can purchase locally made things produced by the Amish and see the Amish life. The next county we're going to be talking about is Barron County. Barron County does have a tourism site. It's www.betterandbarrons.com. And when you go to that site, you can go up here to the Explore, and it shows you all different types of things in Barron County, or down to this area where it says Explore, and you can click on that and find so many different things. And of course, events or whatever you want to look for. Local recommendations from our very own Jordan, the FCS agent in Barron County. She says the things that she enjoys in Barron County are the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center, and there is a website for that. And she says there's lots of heritage things that you could see and enjoy while you're there. something you can put in your KEHA passport. And then, of course, Barren River State Park. It is an enormous amount of things to do at the state park, everything from boating to camping to horseback riding to golf. And you can check out that website for everything you'd want to do at Barren River State Park. She also suggested that if you have children or grandchildren, to take them to Dinosaur World. That's located in Cave City, and Dinosaur World is a great attraction for children. It is something that you can literally walk through the woods and see life-size dinosaurs and read about it and learn about dinosaurs. It's a great place. The next we're going to talk about is Butler County. Butler County does not have a tourism site, but they do have a Chamber of Commerce site where you can go and look at the different things at the Chamber of Commerce and look at different things that Butler County has to offer. The ag agent from Butler County, Greg Drake, recommended going, if you're going to Butler County, to go to the John Prime Memorial Park. The John Prime Memorial Park is a park that's at the corner of Butler and Muhlenberg County. It sits just below the historic Rochester Dam, which is made famous by the John Prime song Paradise. There's lots of parking and picnic facilities. The dam was built before the Civil War, and it holds the water pool for Butler, Ohio, and Muhlenberg County water systems. And it's just a wonderful, beautiful, historic site that you can go see there in Butler County. Edmonson County does have a tourism site. It's cavesandlakes.com. And if you go there, you see things to do, where to stay, and all different things that you want to search for in Edmonson County. Our very own FCS agent, Laura Grace Vincent, recommended going to Briar Valley Farms. That's a place that you can go and actually pick your flowers and have an enjoyable day there on the farm. Then she said after that, you can go to Warnell Pharmacy and Family Soda Shop. And she says it's a great little place right downtown in Brownsville that you can go and have your lunch. And it's an old-fashioned kind of soda shop. And so it's kind of like going back in time, and it's a great place. And of course, we have to mention Mammoth Cave National Park. So much to do at Mammoth Cave National Park that it's unbelievable. We'll talk about historic sites, and you can walk trails, you can have picnics, you can just enjoy the wildlife, you can go to the historic churches on the park. There's just so much to do at the park. Hart County, which is where I'm from, has so much to offer that I can't begin to believe how much I could tell you about it. But let's just start with, it does have a tourism website. It's KentuckyGetaway.com. And on it, you have the homepage and you have attractions and events and so much to do in Hart County. So my favorite thing to do in Hart County is to actually kayak down the Green River. There is a company in Hart County called Big Buffalo Crossing Canoe and Kayaking, where you can rent canoes or kayaks for the day, and that gentleman will literally transport you upriver and pick you up downriver. It's a great thing to do, so relaxing, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. Doesn't take a lot of skills. So you can check that out at the Big Buffalo Crossing website right here. My ag agent, who has children, recommended Kentucky Down Under. It has everything from caves to kangaroos at Kentucky Down Under. Fun fact, when I was in high school and college, I worked there as a tour guide. So I could tell you about that all day long. Also, there's a new Dutch country safari. It's only about 5 years old. It's run by an Amish family, and it started with the gentleman was keeping animals for some zoos, and he found out there was a lot of interest of people coming to see the animals. He started with a giraffe, and now he has over 40 species of animals and critters that you can go see at Dutch Country Safari. Our staff support suggested Dennison's Roadside Market. Dennison's Roadside Market is some place that they started selling vegetables on the side of the road, and now it's grown into a huge tourist attraction along 31E. You can find information about that on Facebook. And they have pumpkin ride, they have fall hay rides and pumpkin patch pickups and all sorts of things that you can get all through between April 1st and the end of November to go out there and enjoy the things that they have. And lastly, I had a friend say, if you're going to have them come to Hart County, you need to have them stop at Farmwell's Family Restaurant. It's right off of I-65, off of exit 53. It's an Amish family run restaurant, and they have all sorts of Amish food. I personally like the Amish donuts. And then they have Amish food, and they also have Amish products that you can buy there. It's a great place to stop. Logan County is our next county to highlight. There's so much to do in Logan County that I can't begin to tell everything about that either. They do have a website. It's visitlogancounty.org, and it has different things on there from Russellville to all over Logan County, and you can look at that and find all sorts of information. Our Rachel from Logan County, the FCS agent in Logan County, she recommended the Shaker Village and Fathers of Mercy Catholic Chapel in South Union. I always just called it Shaker Village. It is very historic site, lots to learn about while you're there. I have actually toured that facility too, and it's a wonderful, wonderful facility to go to. She also said that Carriage House Vineyards and Winery in Auburn, Kentucky is a really neat place to stop, and you can look at that on their website. The Red River Meeting House in Adairsville, Kentucky, it's a historic site. Good thing to put in your passport and go and enjoy just seeing the history and reading about the history of the meeting house. Also in Adairsville is the B.H. James Distilleries. Who knew they were making whiskey in Logan County? But they are. And you can stop by and tour that facility at the distillery and enjoy the day there. And one of the most interesting things that Rachel sent me was the historic walking tour of Russellville. It's a YouTube site that is about 30 minutes long, explains the history of Russellville, and talks about different things in Russellville. I highly recommend watching that walking tour of Russellville and then getting out, getting some exercise, and walking around and actually seeing the houses and the buildings that is described in the walking tour. I really enjoyed it. The next county is Metcalfe County. Metcalfe County doesn't have a tourism site, but it does have a Chamber of Commerce site that talks about different things in Metcalfe County that you can be doing. Lynn Blankenship, the FCS agent in Metcalfe County, she talked about the farmers market. The farmers market is at 422 East Street in Edmonton. It's across from the extension office, and from mid-April to mid-December, they have the farmers market every Friday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. They have so much at that farmers market. It's one of the best in the area. Of course, they have locally grown produce, meats, dairy, and honey, maple syrup, and then they have a variety of other products that you won't necessarily see at all farmers markets. They have crafts and wood products and all different things that are locally made. She also suggested that you could stop by Mini Southern Cafe, which is on 611 Stockton Street, West Stockton Street. And I have to say that my son frequents Minnie's a lot also, and he talks about how wonderful the food is, and it's very economical, and it's kind of like going back to your grandma's kitchen. She has great food. Lynn also recommended the City Grill, which is right downtown, And they do have a Facebook page that I have looked at, and it made me want to go over there and eat something. And then she says, if you have children with you, you can go to the city park on Randolph Road, and it has a playground and a walk, an accessible paved trail that would be easy to walk. So go out to Metcalfe County on a Friday, visit their farmers market, grab some lunch, and then walk around the park. Makes a great trip. The next county we want to talk about is Monroe County. Monroe County does have a tourism site, and it's visitmonroecountykentucky.com. And you can look through that, and it has everything from their local parks to different places. And you could click on those sites and check out different things. The FCS agent, Stephanie from Monroe County, she recommended the Old Mulkey Meeting House. It's a historic building that you can go down and walk through, and I know that they have events that you can hold there, but it is a government state historic site, so you can log that into your passport. The Monroe County Marble Dome. I read about this, and it's a very interesting read if you just go on the website and read about the Marble Dome. Apparently, Monroe County is still playing marbles. How about that? That's a step back in time. They're still playing marbles in Monroe County, and some of the gentlemen there have actually traveled overseas to like a world event marble contest. And it makes me very nostalgic to think about playing marbles and hearing those stories. And you can go down there. It's a world famous marble dome. And then, of course, the Cumberland River Ferry. It sounds like something that you could do on a beautiful day. Go down to the Cumberland River and ride the ferry across and enjoy just the beautiful sights. It sounds like a great fall thing to me when all the trees are in bloom, or in bloom, when all the trees are changing. That'd be a great thing to do. The next county we want to focus on is Simpson County. Simpson County does have a tourism website. It's visitfranklinkentucky.com. It's a great place to go and look for things that you might want to do in Franklin, in Simpson County, in the Franklin area. There's lots to do in Franklin, but our FCS agent Nancy suggested Octagon Hall. It's full of Civil War history, and some people even say paranormal activity. So if you're into that, you could go down there and learn all about Octagon Hall, the museum, and learn about the Civil War, the history of the Civil War there, and hear about the paranormal activity. She also said that the Mint, which is formerly Kentucky Downs, has some horse racing and casino and gaming hall. And if you're into that, that's the kind of thing that you could do. She said a lot of people travel there just to go to that. And then, of course, Dueling Grounds Distillery. Distilleries are very popular in Kentucky now, and that is a top tourist attraction in Simpson County. But I have been down to Simpson County, and I love right there on the square. The downtown is full of quaint shops and antique stores, and it's like a great place just to go and have lunch. We've been down there, and that's the last place that Nancy suggested. Just go to downtown, downtown Franklin. Our next county is Warren County. Warren County is, of course, as everyone know, the most populated county, and of course, in our Mammoth Cave area, most populated in our Mammoth Cave area. And of course, they do have a tourism site. Visit bgky.com. There's so much to do in Warren County that the list goes on and on. And you can look at this and look at this website and find things to do, or events, or restaurants, or hotels. It's just a great amount of stuff to do. The FCS agent Christy from Warren County made some recommendations. And you know what? I have to hand it to her for narrowing it down, because there is a great deal to do in Warren County. Of course, there's Lost River Cave. And if you haven't ever been in Lost River Cave, plan to get wet. I mean, not really wet, but maybe some drips, because of course it does have a river. and you go in and see the cave. It's a great little tour. You go down and get on a boat right through the cave. It's great. And of course, the National Corvette Museum. If you're a Corvette enthusiast, that's the place to go. If you like cars, that's the place to go because they have so much to do there and to see. The Historic Rail Park and Train Museum, it's like stepping back in time. You can go in there and see all the stuff about trains. You can actually get on a train and view what the train was like back in the day and enjoy a little bit of nostalgia there. She also recommended Riverview at Hobson Grove, the Aviation Heritage Park and Museum. That's a great place if you just want to go see some older planes and things that has been donated from local people, planes and some military planes and so forth. The Downey Museum and Baker Arboretum is another thing that she recommended, along with Bowling Green Trolley and tours. I mean, all of us have probably come to Bowling Green, but to actually get on the trolley and take a tour is something that most of us have not done. But it's a great day trip, and you can go take your family, take your friends, or go with your homemakers. And of course, you would see historic sites there, something else to put in your KEHA passport. And for those who love sports, there's the Hot Rods Baseball Stadium. I am so impressed with all the things that go on with the Hot Rods Baseball Stadium. Um, if you get on their website, they'll tell you different events that they're having at different times and the things that they're doing other than playing baseball or the baseball schedule. And the baseball schedule has events within baseball games, such as fireworks night and things like that. So there's so much to do in Warren County that it is incredible. So, lastly, let me just follow up by saying I want you to have fun traveling, and it doesn't cost a lot to do things in our 10 county area. It's a great place to go and do things. And so, I am proud to present this program and talk to you all about it. And remember that you can just go have fun or you can enter the KEHA contest. Um, the thing that I want you to know the most is that your KHA passport, which you have been given a copy of today, is really simple to fill out. It has things like distilleries, county extension offices, vineyards, state parks, natural attractions, all different types of things that you can go to and learn about and record it and then enter it in the contest. There's just so much to do in our 10 county area that after researching and talking to everybody, it made me personally want to go on a bunch of day trips. So, what I want you to know is have fun traveling, fill out the passport, don't fill out the passport. It's up to you. But I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me, of course, or you can reach out to your local extension agent, your family consumer science agent, and they can tell you more about your own county, or you can reach out to me and I can tell you about the 10 county areas. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.